Have you ever bumped into someone at the grocery store who at first glance looked about your age, until they turned with a bright smile and you realized they could have been your grandchild? That happened to me just last week when I met Mrs. Dawson, who's 94 and still getting around her neighborhood on foot every morning before the sun comes up. She waved me over like we'd been neighbors for years, handed me a cup of steaming tea she'd made from her garden herbs and said, "I've been doing these 5 little things each morning for decades. Come see if they can help you too." I promise you there's nothing mystical or complicated about her routine. It's simply a handful of small, powerful habits that set her up for feeling strong, focused, and genuinely happy every single day. Today, I want to share the first 2 of those habits with you, so you can start tomorrow morning feeling more energized and in control of your own well-being. Picture waking up tomorrow and instead of hitting the snooze button again, you gently bring your attention back to your breath. That's our first habit, starting the day with a moment of calm awareness. Imagine lying there for just 60 seconds, closing your eyes, and noticing the rise and fall of your chest. You don't need to chant a mantra or clear your mind of every thought. Just listen to each inhale and exhale as if it were an old friend. That simple pause helps you shift from sleep mode into wakeful presence, grounding you in the moment before the day's to-do list takes over. Mrs. Dawson told me she learned this decades ago from a yoga teacher who said, "The clearest path to a strong body is through a calm mind." And she was right. After years of starting her day this way, she finds she reacts with less frustration when small hiccups happen, like a misplaced set of keys or an unexpected phone call. As you open your eyes and swing your legs over the side of the bed, you'll carry with you that sense of centered calm. It reminds you that you're in charge of your response to whatever comes next. If a stiff knee greets you, you acknowledge it with curiosity. "Ah, there you are," instead of panic. If the phone rings with a bit of unwelcome news, you can listen and stay steady rather than feeling your heart race. Over time, those moments of mindful breathing build resilience, helping you face each morning with a blend of gentleness and quiet strength. Once you've welcomed yourself into wakefulness, habit number 2 steps into the picture. A gentle flow of movement. You don't need to join a gym or haul out heavy weights, just enough motion to remind your muscles and joints that today is a day for living. Think of a short sequence you can do beside your bed right before you even touch your slippers. You might stand and roll your shoulders back 3 times, letting your arms hang heavy before sweeping them overhead in a lazy arc. Then shift your weight onto your left foot, lift your right knee toward your chest and give it a little hug before switching sides. Finish with a slow sit to stand from the edge of your bed or a nearby chair, using your legs to lift you up rather than relying on your arms. Mrs. Dawson demonstrated this for me in her cozy guest room, and I felt my own joints thank me instantly. She explained that these movements each morning keep her feeling limber, and more importantly, they remind her muscles how to work together, so she can power through everyday tasks like carrying her laundry basket or gardening without feeling brittle or wobbly. Even just 2 or 3 minutes of this gentle flow sends fresh blood to your legs, your back, and your shoulders, waking up the whole body without risk of strain. And because you're doing it first thing, you're far more likely to stick with it than if you wait until later when responsibilities pull you in 100 directions. As you settle into this habit, you might notice that those familiar aches, maybe a twinge in the hip or a tightness behind the knee, soften a bit. You'll carry a little more spring in your step as you head toward the bathroom. And even simple chores like pouring a cup of tea or opening your curtains feel smoother. Best of all, by pairing breath awareness with these gentle movements, you're weaving together mind and body in a way that honors the wisdom of each. Now that we've explored how to greet the day with calm focus and gentle motion, you've laid a powerful foundation for strength and resilience. These first 2 habits, mindful breathing and a simple morning flow, remind you that each day is a fresh opportunity to feel good in your own skin. Tomorrow, when your alarm chimes or the light peeks through your window, you'll know exactly how to step into the morning with purpose and ease. In the next part, we'll continue right where this leaves off, adding 2 more habits that build on the calm you've created and the movement you've sparked. These next steps will help you stay hydrated, energized, and engaged as you move through the rest of your day. So go ahead, savor that feeling of centered readiness, and get excited, because the best is yet to come. You've already welcomed the day with a moment of calm breath and a gentle stretch to wake up your muscles. Now let's build on that foundation with 2 more habits that can carry you through the rest of your morning, helping you feel truly awake, nourished, and ready for whatever comes next. As you finish that last shoulder roll and sit to stand, notice the slight lightness in your limbs. That's your body saying, "Thank you for noticing me." Before you reach for your slippers or head to the coffee pot, let's pause for habit number 3, hydrating with intention. You might think, "I'll drink water later," but by sipping mindfully as your first act, you give your body a gentle jolt of life-giving fluid. Overnight, your body loses water through breathing and through your skin, so when you wake, you're already a bit dehydrated. That can leave you feeling foggy, sluggish in your limbs, and even a little achy. Imagine filling a favorite glass or mug with room-temperature water, maybe adding a slice of lemon or a few sprigs of mint if that appeals to you. As you raise the glass, tune into the sensation of cool liquid sliding down your throat. Take 3 slow sips, pausing between each to feel how the water reaches every part of your body. With each swallow, picture those tired muscles drinking in support, almost like a plant soaking up rain after a dry spell. My friend Clara, who turned 96 this year, told me she begins every morning with this simple ritual. She says it's like greeting an old friend, calming, rejuvenating, and setting the tone for the day. Within minutes of those sips, she notices her head feels clearer, her joints a little less stiff, and her whole body more willing to move. What's more, by pairing hydration with mindful awareness, just as you paired your breath with your stretch, you're reinforcing that sense of connection between mind and body. It's not just gulping water, it's reminding yourself that your needs matter. When you carry this habit forward, you'll find it easier to remember to drink throughout the day, keeping energy levels steady and muscles supple. Now, with your body humming a little more smoothly, let's turn to habit number 4, stepping outside into the morning light. Even a few moments in the fresh air can work wonders for both body and spirit. When you walk to your front porch, or simply open a window to let sunshine in, you expose your eyes and skin to gentle rays that help regulate your internal clock, boosting mood and alertness. That burst of natural light tells your brain it's daytime, nudging your body to release hormones like serotonin that lift your spirits and prepare you for action. Picture yourself padding out in your slippers, perhaps wrapped in a cozy robe, breathing in the cooler air and noticing the shift in temperature on your face. You might feel birdsong overhead, or smell dew on the grass, or spot a neighbor's cat slinking along the fence. Even a 30-second pause outside can deepen your sense of connection to the world around you, reminding you that life is happening in real time and that you're a vital part of it. If you're up for a brief walk, just 2 or 3 minutes around your garden or along the sidewalk, you'll gently wake your legs with each step, letting your feet move over different textures. The softness of grass, the firmness of concrete, the slight give of mulch. With every footfall, your muscles and joints relearn freedom of movement, building on the morning flow you practiced back in your bedroom. My neighbor George, who just celebrated his 94th birthday alongside Mrs. Dawson, told me he used to stay indoors until his tea was ready. But once he started a daily sun pause, he felt a remarkable shift. He said his mind felt sharper, and even his appetite improved. He actually looked forward to a hearty breakfast afterward. He began walking a little farther each day, chatting with other early risers, and noticing that his overall sense of well-being soared. So now, at this point in your morning, you've paused to breathe, flowed to wake up your body, hydrated with purpose, and greeted the world in sunlight. Each habit flows naturally into the next, and together they weave a powerful tapestry of calm, movement, nourishment, and connection. You're not just going through motions, you're building a ritual that honors your wisdom and supports your strength. As you head back inside to prepare your next cup of tea or coffee, take a moment to feel the gentle energy rising in your limbs and clarity in your mind. You're well on your way to a morning that sets the tone for feeling awesome at any age. In the next part, we'll pick up right here, introducing Habit 5, an uplifting way to nourish your mind and heart, and explore how these 5 habits fit together into a joyful, life-affirming routine. So carry this fresh sense of ease with you as you move on, knowing that each step you take is part of a journey toward lasting strength and everyday happiness. As you step back inside, feeling the warmth of the sun on your face and the rhythm of your breath in sync with the world around you, you may notice a little spark of energy flickering in your limbs. That's exactly the feeling we want to ride into our next habit, one that brings nourishment not just to your body, but to your enjoyment of each bite. Habit number 5 is all about a breakfast that feels as good as it is good for you, combining colors, textures, and flavors that make your mouth water and your muscles celebrate. Imagine pulling out a bowl and filling it with fresh fruit, bright orange slices, jewel-toned berries, and maybe a few chunks of ripe pear. As you layer those colors, you're loading your body with vitamins and antioxidants that help protect your cells from the day's wear and tear. Next, spoon in some creamy cottage cheese or a dollop of Greek yogurt, both of which deliver a hearty dose of protein to keep your muscles strong. If you like a little crunch, sprinkle on a handful of chopped walnuts or almonds, and finish with a drizzle of golden honey or a pinch of cinnamon for sweetness and warmth. This breakfast isn't just pretty, It's a symphony of nourishment that fuels your body's repair processes and keeps your blood sugar steady. No mid-morning slump here. My friend Dolores, who's 94 and still leading her book club every Thursday, told me that she used to skip breakfast because she didn't want to feel too full. But once she tried a colorful bowl like this, she found herself looking forward to that first morning meal again. She said the combination of protein and healthy fats kept her walking to the library without a second thought, and the burst of fruit flavors lifted her mood for hours. Plus, she loved how it looked on her plate, reminding her that caring for yourself can be a joyful, creative act. As you finish that last spoonful, you'll have given your body the nutrients it needs to support every habit you've practiced so far. From your morning stretch to your mindful breathing, your hydration, and your walk in the sunshine. Now let's turn our attention to something that feeds your spirit and sharpens your mind. Habit number 6, which is all about a moment of mindful reflection or creative engagement. You don't need a fancy journal or a polished fountain pen, just a small notebook or a few blank pages and a pen that feels good in your hand. After breakfast, find a quiet spot, maybe by a window where you can still catch a glimpse of morning light. Take a few deep breaths, feeling your stomach rise and fall, and then, for just 2 or 3 minutes, write down one thing you're grateful for, one thing you're looking forward to today, and one small act of kindness you can offer someone else. It could be as simple as calling a friend, mailing a card, or giving a genuine compliment. This habit isn't about filling pages with essays. It's about focusing your mind on the positive, cultivating optimism, and reminding yourself that your day and your life are filled with meaning even in the smallest moments. I know it may sound like a little thing, but those moments of mindful reflection can sharpen your mental focus, reduce stress, and boost your overall well-being. My neighbor Thomas, who used to think he wasn't a writer, started jotting down just a sentence each morning. He was amazed at how that practice helped him notice the unexpected joys in his day. A patch of sunlight on the kitchen floor, a hummingbird at the feeder, or a friend's laugh on the phone. He says it's not about becoming a great author. It's about becoming a more observant, grateful version of yourself. So as you close your notebook and set it aside, you'll carry with you a sense of purpose and an open heart, ready to engage with whatever comes next. You've now practiced 6 of the 500 or so mornings that Mrs. Dawson has celebrated. Mindful breathing, gentle movement, intentional hydration, a greeting with sunlight, a vibrant breakfast, and mindful reflection. Each habit supports the others, weaving together a routine that nourishes body, mind, and spirit. Finally, there's one more habit to explore. One last piece of the puzzle that brings everything together into a rhythm you can carry through every sunrise. In our final segment, we'll uncover habit number 7, tying all these practices into a seamless morning ritual that leaves you feeling energized, centered, and ready to embrace the day. So take a breath, stretch your shoulders one more time, and get ready to complete this journey toward feeling truly awesome at 94 and beyond. As you close your notebook and feel that quiet lift in your chest, you've already woven together 6 powerful habits that set the stage for an exceptional day. But there's one final piece, a habit that ties everything together and ensures you carry this vitality well beyond the morning hours. It's the simple delight of moving your body outdoors, not just pausing in the sun but taking a purposeful stroll. Even if it's only around the block or down a hallway, this 7th habit completes the circle, reinforcing every breath, every stretch, every sip, and every nourishing bite you've enjoyed so far. Imagine stepping outside after your mindful reflection, perhaps with a light jacket or a sweater draped over your arm. You set your gaze on a nearby tree, a garden bed, or even the horizon if you're lucky enough to catch a sunrise or sunset view. As you walk, notice the way your toes lift and press back into the ground, one foot after the other, creating a gentle rhythm that soothes your mind and strengthens your legs. With each step, you're reinforcing the muscle repair kick-started by your breakfast, encouraging fresh circulation that carries oxygen and nutrients to every cell. You're reminding your joints how to move smoothly, building on the morning flow that began at your bedside. My friend Mrs. Dawson, at 94, doesn't rush her walk. She delights in each visual detail, greeting the day's colors and textures. She told me she's learned to slow down just enough to tune into the subtle shifts of her breath and the soft sounds of life waking up around her. Birdsong, a distant lawnmower, the gentle rustle of leaves. That awareness turns her walk into a moving meditation, grounding her in the present while her body reaps the benefits of every step. As you carry on with your own stroll, you might find that your thoughts settle and your shoulders release their tension. Perhaps you decide to circle the block twice, or maybe you head deliberately toward a bench where you pause to stretch your calves and let a few more rays of sun warm your face. You're not timing yourself or chasing a particular pace, you're simply moving with intention and gratitude, honoring the strength that lives in your legs and the wisdom that lives in your heart. By the time you return indoors, your body feels lighter, and your mind feels clearer. You sense a continuity that started with your very first breath at dawn, rippling through each habit you practiced, and culminating in this unhurried walk. As you hang your sweater and set down your water bottle, you carry with you a profound reminder that small, consistent actions compound into remarkable resilience. Now take a moment to rest in a comfortable chair and reflect on what you've just shared with your body. You greeted the day with calm awareness, you warmed up your muscles, you hydrated with care, you bathed in sunlight, you nourished yourself with a colorful breakfast, you held space for gratitude and intention, and you moved with purpose through the world. Each habit flowed naturally into the next, creating a seamless narrative of self-care and vitality. There's no need for rigid schedules or elaborate equipment, just a series of mindful choices that honor your needs and celebrate your capabilities. As you settle more fully into the day ahead, whether you're planning chores, a visit with friends, or simply relaxing with a good book, know that you've laid a foundation of strength, clarity, and joy. And the best part is, you can revisit these habits tomorrow. Perhaps you'll breathe a little longer before rising, or try a slightly different stretch in your morning flow. Maybe you'll explore a new path on your walk or experiment with a different fruit in your breakfast bowl. The freedom and confidence you feel come from knowing that these 5 simple, well, actually 7 habits are yours to customize, to repeat, and to share. If you found these practices helpful, I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. Which habit felt most transformative for you? Did you notice a new breeze on your walk or a spark of calm in your first breath? Your story could inspire someone else to step into their own morning routine with the same sense of possibility. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss more tips designed to help you thrive at any age. Don't forget to ring the bell too, so you'll be the first to know when we share new ideas for living a vibrant, empowered life. Remember, age is just a number. What truly matters is how you choose to show up for yourself each day. By weaving these 7 morning habits into your life, you're sending a powerful message to your body and your mind. You are worthy of care, you are capable of growth, and you deserve to feel awesome. So here's to you, navigating each sunrise with intention, each step with gratitude, and each moment with the confidence that comes from honoring your own well-being. Here's to living your best life at 94, at 60, and every precious year in between.